division of power. There is like in the administration, in like the students, it's like it's very political. So like different political parties have their own like groups.
Oh.
And sometimes like certain times like I don't think it's much of like in the government campuses, but in like especially private campuses, like either like the owner is like belongs to like or like the group of owners belong to a certain political party, and then like they kind of form the majority among the student body as well. Like recently there was the student like federal student union election, like throughout the whole country, like different colleges like held their own election, and then like they elected their student body president and like the like executive board, and it's very political. Like one of my friend like ran for president for his like college, which is like the biggest college in the region. He ran from the like political party like ticket. He won, right? Because because the political party front same, and then like I don't think he like had like his like he made like drastic like like proposals like from his own head. Like he probably like referred to like different like political like like to serve the benefit of like the political party he was like working for. My other friend who like went or like who was at the election, ran for the like president position at the like it's a like can be considered as the best engineering school in the country. He ran independently, and I think he had like pretty good like plans. He was doing quite good like work in the past as well. But then he suffered from like so much like bullying, I guess, like from like the people who and then he like people would just like spread like false rumors and whatever. So despite I think I really liked his like policies and stuff, and I'm pretty sure he made it like mostly himself, rather than like sticking to somebody's like favor and then favoring for somebody. So and then like he was not elected, and he was also like not it's okay like to not get elected, but he was like kind of defamed into not being elected. Like, they defamed him so that like he would not like he would not be popular.
Yeah.
So I think that's like, and then like during that time, I don't think like anybody was like focused on studies or like just like doing their
because like whether you can get the research opportunity or not depends not only on job proposal. All this depends less on job proposal than job relations with certain.
Yeah. I mean, regarding that as well, I think like in many times like like research is or like research or like certain like opportunities are like funded if you belong to a certain political group, and if that particular political group is in the cabinet, then like you are like given like priority. Like let's say there is like a conference or a competition or something like somewhere like in Europe or like other outside, so they need like some money to like certain people need some money to go, or like they like the government might have some like budget for like sending folks there, but who would be preferred or who decides? The executive body decides, right? If the executive body is mostly filled with like certain political party members, then they would prefer like their people, like their like affiliates to be sent. So like and then while when you do that, then you might look for like the best like best one in your political group, like best like innovator or whatever, But what if like somebody like works independently, is not like affiliated to any, that person will not get much chance or encouragement.
Have you ever felt like a personal, how do you say, annoyance, like a depth or annoyance about that? Because like from my perspective, I feel it's really troublesome. Like because science is often thought of as this pure
Right.
commitment, devotion, and it should be at least kept separate from the political
Right.
goals. Do you ever think about it in a very, like, I don't know, please?
Yeah, for sure. I think like many people think that way, and like I mean it's not just actually in back home. Like back home is like pretty like very obviously and then kind of extreme and kind of like you can actually see that.
Yeah.
Here it happens like here as well.
True,
Like,
it happens everywhere. Just
like even if you go to like really top institutions like NSF, like like the National Science Foundation, like my physics professor was telling like how it's not more about like which political party you support. It's more about like kind of like the that political attitude.
well, this is not obviously institutionalized, that practice.
Right. It's not. Yeah, it's not like people are not support. Oh, I support this versus I support that.
Right.
That's why I reject. It's not that, but it's kind of like I support like certain like idea or like certain kind of thing. And I mean it's like complicated one. It's a complicated one which I'm not like I haven't been immersed that much as much to like provide any useful information. But a couple example I can give is like recently my one of my physics professors is in like the panel to like I think fund K through 12 education in science or physics education or something, and I think he like rejected. He got something. He got like he got like some like something like taken, like some like electronic stuff taken. I just forgot, but that's because like some electronic or some physical. I don't know. Like, but that's like that was by this one guy or one professor who he rejected. Like his project is rejected. Like my professor rejected his proposal. So as like a as like a revenge, I guess. He did something bad. I don't remember what exactly it was, but
that's unfortunate, but
right.
at the same time
So like
hilarious.
this guy like took it personally rather than like kind of well, I mean there are like certain times when like judges do that, but like this guy took it personally and then like kind of did like revenge. So which will force my professor, as he said, to like get back to him if he were to submit another proposal. I don't think he would like approve it because like he is annoyed by that. Like he's annoyed by like whatever he did. The other guy did to him.
Wow, interesting. yeah, I agree. Like because it's a very natural part of human nature,
Right.
even though it's not a very good part. But like in some places is institutionalized,
Right.
and in some others not.
Right.
It does not mean that it does not exist.
Right. But I think like science in like the US in general, like the science community is very much leaning towards one political point.
Yeah, and I think that's something that gives people hope
Right.
more than only freedom and safety.
Right.
They must at least believe that the system is fair enough to give them a chance.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, because like science like talks about like global warming and like environment and stuff. Like everybody agrees with like this, like in a couple of things. And if some political group contradicts with that, then I don't think like that kind of like like affects like the community people, like members to think
So
what to support and what to not.
yeah, So in Kantian spirit, we often believe science as a seamless whole, like
As in what spirit?
Kantian.
Oh, conscience. Oh, yes,
Yeah, a seamless whole.
Right.
A pursuit without boundaries, at least national boundaries. Like, do you still see yourself as Nepalese aspiring Nepalese scientist, or like that Nepalese part no longer matters to you as a
Oh,
scientist
right. Well, actually, I think it's like,
or science student?
I mean, I think I'm a science student.
Yeah.
When I'm thinking of a science student, I don't think I see myself as a Nepali science student that much. But that definitely comes into like play some couple of times. Like, I mean, I definitely want like science to be like science to get big back home. Like research and everything happen back home. But when I'm like, I mean, in general, like, when I'm like outside, um, like I just see myself uh, as like a science student rather than like, or maybe like a U.S. science student, I guess, like a science student in the U.S. or
Yeah.
like, um, I especially think, yeah, like I can give an example. Like I've been to a conference where it was a math conference. It was where I was the only international student, and it is actually a pretty prominent like math conference in the U.S. for undergraduate. And I was actually pretty surprised why I was the only one, because like we just had one conference here, and then I'm pretty sure like they were like at least from Merlin and maybe from other institutions as well. Like that was the Indiana wide conference, but still like they were like I think they were like there was more diversity and at least that I'm sure, and I'm pretty sure there were like people from other countries as well.
Yeah.
I know one of the organizers was from like from like from South Asia somewhere. But then like there it was like I was the only like and that I know for sure because like because they asked like where everybody was from. So before I mean not like throughout that time I don't think I like saw myself as like a Nepali science or like Nepali math student unless somebody asked like where are you from, then like I would
Yeah.
say I'm from here.
So there's
But
not
I
that.
just like I would just like go like as like a student, I guess.
Then what does Nepal still mean to you now?
Hmm?
Then what does Nepal still mean to your professional life?
Oh,
Does it have
like
any significance anymore, or now it only makes sense, or it is only relevant to your like soul spiritual life, no longer the practical professional life?
I don't think it means that much. Like Nepal in general, just like this country. I don't think US even like means that much. I don't think anything that means that much. And when I'm talking about like science, like it's just like
It has
I have like I've been I've read, I've been inspired to pursue science by different people from everywhere. Like it's not just like I'm not reading about like just like certain people.